Have you ever wondered why some people move through life untouched, unbothered, and completely in control, while others explode at the smallest inconvenience? Why is it that certain individuals carry a calm so deep it feels like nothing in the world could shake them? That's not luck. That's mastery. The mastery of reaction. Most people live like slaves to their emotions. They get offended when someone disagrees. They panic when plans change. They crumble when criticized. But the man who learns to react to nothing, becomes untouchable. He becomes free. Every second of your life, something or someone is trying to pull a reaction out of you. A rude comment online, a person cutting you off in traffic, someone questioning your worth. These are not random moments, they are tests. The world is testing how much power you truly hold. And the truth is, most people fail. They give their power away instantly. Someone insults them and suddenly their whole day collapses. Someone ignores them and they spiral into self-doubt. You can't control what others do, but you can control whether you react. You must understand, reaction is energy. Every time you react emotionally to something small, you give away a piece of your strength. The loudest man in the room is the weakest. The angriest man is the most controlled by others. But the man who sits still, calm, calculating, watching, it's him the world fears, because he cannot be manipulated. Imagine for a moment that your mind is an ocean. Waves crash only when the wind disturbs it. If the wind is calm, the water mirrors the sky. Clear, still, beautiful. Your emotions are that ocean. Your reactions are the wind. And the external world, it's always trying to stir up a storm. People will gossip. Life will throw you chaos. But your power lies in refusing to let the wind blow. You see, reacting quickly feels good in the moment. It's like scratching an itch. You think you've won. You think you've defended your pride. But later, when you're alone, that hollow feeling sets in. You realize you've let the situation own you. The true victory is in silence. The true power is in stillness. When you stop reacting, you start directing. Every man who has achieved greatness understood this principle. The strongest generals, the most successful entrepreneurs, the wisest thinkers, they all learned to master their response. They trained themselves to pause, because that moment of pause, that second of calm before you act, is where your real power lives. Ask yourself this: when someone tries to provoke you, are you in control or are you being controlled? When someone disrespects you, do you respond with wisdom or do you explode in emotion? Every time you lose control, you prove you are not yet your own master. We live in a world addicted to reaction. Social media thrives on outrage. Headlines are designed to anger you. Notifications exist to distract you. Everything is engineered to make you feel something instantly. Because when you react without thinking, you are easy to control. They feed on your attention. They profit from your reaction. The man who reacts to nothing becomes invisible to this system. He becomes free. There's a reason silence intimidates people. When you don't react, you create uncertainty. People don't know where you stand, what you think, or what you might do next. That makes you powerful, because power always lies in mystery. The one who reacts reveals his hand. The one who stays calm leaves everyone guessing. Look at the people you admire. The wise man doesn't shout. The king doesn't argue. The lion doesn't roar at every noise in the jungle. Why? Because he knows who he is. When you truly know yourself, your worth, your path, your purpose, there is no need to react to noise. You simply move forward, Earl Nightingale once said. We become what we think about. So ask yourself, what are you thinking about when you react? You're thinking about others. You're thinking about their words, their opinions, their judgments. But when you stop reacting, your mind returns to where it belongs. On your own purpose. You reclaim your focus. You reclaim your time. You can't stop storms from coming. You can't stop people from being rude, unfair, or unkind. But you can stop giving them the power to move you. You can choose to let the wave crash and still remain still inside. That's emotional discipline. That's strength. The next time someone tries to insult you, pause, don't respond, observe the feeling, but don't let it control you. That small act of silence is not weakness, it's evolution. You've risen above instinct. You've chosen intelligence over impulse. Most people think reacting proves they care. It doesn't. It proves they're fragile. If you want to grow, you must learn to sit with discomfort. Learn to let others misunderstand you. Let them talk, let them mock, let them doubt. The truth doesn't need defending. The truth stands on its own. When you react to nothing, something powerful happens. You begin to notice everything. You start seeing patterns. You start understanding people, not emotionally, but logically. You can see why they behave the way they do. You can read them like an open book, because you're no longer inside the storm. You're observing it from above. There's a hidden beauty in indifference. It's not coldness, it's clarity. When you're no longer chained by how others treat you, you can finally focus on what matters. You become calm under pressure. You start to attract peace, respect, and authority. Because people trust the one who doesn't lose himself in chaos. Every great transformation starts with emotional control. You can't build wealth, lead people, or chase dreams if your mind is fragile. The man who reacts to nothing is not careless. He's composed. He's learned that life is not about avoiding chaos, but mastering himself within it. You must train your mind like a soldier trains for war. Every insult is a test. Every setback is training. Every delay is a chance to practice patience. Each moment you resist reaction, you sharpen your discipline. You become a fortress of control in a world of noise. And the best part? When you stop reacting, you start creating, because your energy is no longer scattered. It's focused. The calm mind produces solutions. The emotional mind produces problems. One lives in chaos, the other in control. Think of your goals. Think of your dreams. None of them will survive if you let every small thing steal your peace. If you want to build something extraordinary, you must protect your energy at all costs. Don't argue. Don't explain. Don't justify. Move in silence. Let your success speak the words you no longer need to say. It's not about pretending not to care. It's about understanding what deserves your care. Not every battle is worth fighting. Not every voice deserves your attention. Some people are loud because they're empty. Some situations are chaotic because they're dying. Don't join the noise. Stay above it. Learn to walk away. Learn to smile at what once made you angry. Learn to listen without reacting. That's real strength. Anyone can shout. Anyone can fight. But only a few can remain calm in the face of chaos. And those few are the ones the world remembers. There will be times when silence feels hard, when you want to react, to defend yourself, to prove your point. But understand, every time you do, you lose a bit of your mystery, a bit of your control. Sometimes the most powerful statement is no statement at all. When you react to nothing, you tell the world that your peace is not for sale. Your energy is sacred. Your emotions are yours alone. And in a world that profits from your reaction, your silence becomes rebellion. Don't waste your power on arguments. Don't waste your time trying to prove your worth. Let your results make the noise. The man who reacts to nothing doesn't need validation because he knows he's already enough. In life, the greatest victory isn't in conquering others. It's in conquering yourself. When you stop being a puppet, pulled by the strings of emotion, you become the master of your own destiny. You no longer chase peace. You are peace. The world will keep testing you. People will keep trying to pull you down, but if you can walk through fire and keep your composure, you've already won. React to nothing. Observe everything. Move with purpose. Speak with intention. And above all, protect your inner calm, because that calm is your greatest power. The hardest thing you'll ever learn in life is how to sit still when everything inside you screams for a reaction, when you want to fight, when you want to defend, when you want to prove. And yet, you choose silence. That's where mastery begins. You see, reacting is easy. Anyone can get angry. Anyone can curse, complain, or explode. But it takes a man of discipline to stay calm when the world is on fire. It takes a thinker to stay quiet when chaos demands your voice. That's not weakness. That's power refined. The truth is, most people confuse movement with progress. They think if they're reacting, they're doing something, but reacting is not acting, it's being controlled. Every time you let someone push your buttons, you've handed them your control panel. And once you give away that control, you've lost the one thing that defines your strength, your ability to decide how you feel. You must reach a point where your peace becomes untouchable, where insults bounce off you like rain on glass, where betrayal doesn't break you. It teaches you where failure doesn't define you, it refines you. The person who can remain unmoved in the face of storms holds the real power, because the world can't break what it can't shake. Think of the greatest minds in history, Marcus Aurelius, Buddha, Earl Nightingale himself. They all said the same thing in different ways. Control your mind and you control your life. The world outside is nothing compared to the storm inside. But if you can calm the inner chaos, no external force can harm you. Every situation that triggers you is a mirror. It shows you where you still have work to do. When someone angers you, it reveals your attachment to pride. When someone disrespects you, it reveals your insecurity. When life frustrates you, it reveals your lack of patience. The moment you see this, truly see it, you stop reacting and start learning. Every irritation becomes a teacher. Every insult becomes fuel for self-mastery. Imagine walking through life like a mountain. The wind howls, the rain falls, lightning strikes, but the mountain remains. Unmoved, solid, eternal. That's what you must become. When you react to nothing, you become that mountain. Stable in chaos, peaceful in pressure, focused in distraction. The modern world has taught people to be addicted to emotional outbursts. They react to tweets, to posts, to gossip. They waste hours arguing about things that don't matter, but a calm mind sees through it all. A calm mind knows that none of it truly changes who you are or where you're going. That's why calm people move faster, because their energy is never wasted. Ask yourself right now, how much of your life have you spent reacting? How many hours lost in anger? How many nights ruined by someone's opinion? How many opportunities missed because you let emotion drive the car instead of logic? Imagine what you could build if you redirected that energy, if you used it to create, to grow, to move forward, instead of looking back. You are not here to be at the mercy of life. You are here to direct it. But you can't direct what you can't control. And control begins with one thing: your reaction. You will face moments that test this truth. People will test your patience. Situations will corner you. The old you will want to shout, fight, and defend. But the evolved you must breathe, observe, and choose. Because the moment you pause, even for a second, you've broken the chain. You've proven you're not a slave to your emotions anymore. You can't stop people from talking behind your back, but you can stop turning around to listen. You can't stop life from throwing problems at you, but you can stop making every problem an emergency. React to nothing and everything loses its power over you. That's how true kings and leaders are born. They are not the loudest. They are not the most emotional. They are the ones who think clearly while everyone else is losing their mind. They move when others freeze. They decide when others doubt. That's leadership, the art of remaining calm when everyone else is burning. Silence is not emptiness, it's awareness. It's the space where understanding grows. When you don't react, you give yourself time to see reality as it is, not as your emotions paint it. That's when your decisions become sharper, your vision becomes clearer, and your purpose becomes unstoppable. You must practice this daily. When something bothers you, don't speak, observe. When someone irritates you, don't react, smile inwardly. Watch the emotion rise and watch it fade, because it always fades. No emotion, no matter how strong, lasts forever. But your reaction can create a lifetime of regret if you let it. It's not about being cold. It's about being composed. It's about understanding that every reaction you give should serve a purpose. If it doesn't build, it destroys, and if it destroys your peace, it's not worth it. There will be moments where silence feels heavy, where it feels like you're letting people win, but understand this. Silence is not surrender, it's strategy. While others waste energy reacting, you're observing, learning, preparing. You're 3 steps ahead because you stayed calm long enough to see the bigger picture. The calm man always wins in the end, not because he's the strongest, but because he never wastes strength. He saves it for when it matters. He speaks only when words are needed. He moves only when action brings value. That's not passivity, that's precision. Don't let the noise of the world dictate the rhythm of your peace. People will misunderstand your calmness as weakness. Let them. They don't understand that silence is a weapon sharper than any word. They don't realize that when you react to nothing, you see everything. The man who reacts to nothing is not empty, he's full. Full of awareness, full of discipline, full of understanding. He's not controlled by emotions because he's mastered them. He's not swayed by opinions because he knows his truth. That's the level you must reach, where your peace is so grounded, your confidence so deep that nothing external can move you. The world can scream and you won't flinch. The storm can rage and you'll remain centered, because you've learned the truth. Reacting changes nothing. Responding with wisdom changes everything. In the end, the most powerful man in the room is the one who can sit in stillness while everyone else reacts in chaos. The one who doesn't flinch when provoked. The one who doesn't defend when attacked. The one who doesn't chase validation because he already owns himself. And that's what react to nothing truly means. It's not indifference, it's intelligence. It's understanding that every reaction costs energy, and your energy is sacred. Guard it like gold, because once you learn to master your reactions, life can no longer control you. You control it. That's the path to greatness. That's the secret the world's wisest have lived by. When you react to nothing, you don't become less human. You become more aware, more focused, more alive. You begin to see life, not through emotion, but through truth. And that, my friend, is how you rise above everything.